Thank you, Thomas. It's a pleasure as always. And I'm very happy you finally gave this speech because I remember we had these conversations a lot, and I've always been asking you to try and do a serious speech, and I'm very glad that it's happened today. So good job, Thomas. Good job. Let's see. Now I guess I have to proceed to tear into shreds, as Patrick says. But these are only actually very minor stuff that I had questions about as I was listening to your speech. A couple of them were sort of the rate at which information was given. I felt that there were a couple of points where I had to be a little bit more patient to figure out the answers to why some things were being expressed. We started off, I remember, with the ones coming out, and you said we had a lot of stuff, and we had stuff, but we didn't really have stuff, and so we were a one, right? And I wasn't very sure what that meant. What did it mean that we were a one? How did it follow then that this means that we had stuff, but we didn't really own the stuff, so it was a question whether we own the stuff. And then it was only partway through the speech that I just started realizing, okay, so there's a method to this, that the addition of zeros, which somehow meant tens and hundreds and everything, the addition of zeros was actually following some sort of order. And so that caught me a little. Nowhere near enough to obviously destroy the speech. It was a very good speech, right? It took a little bit of effort on my part to come to understand that. A second part where I also was a little tripped over was the message that one day you're sitting at 100 million or something, and you wake up and you feel sad. You are no more happier than you were as a one. And we've talked about this, and I believe in your message, but I'm not sure if it was explicitly mentioned during your speech why that was the case. Why is it one day you would wake up and you go, wow, I'm not really as happy as back when I was 10 years old.
It's called epiphany.
It's called epiphany.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm not sure if it was actually expressed as much. It was very easy, I suspect, for a man in the audience to just go, yeah, right, I'm expecting when I have the huge beach house mansion and 10 hot wives and a fancy sports car, that I am going to be sitting on top of the world, right? And I'm not sure if just saying that one day you'll wake up and you won't exactly be the happiest man on the planet is exactly something that people will take at face value, right? I think it's an important message, and I think that is certainly a place where you can be tripped over if you want to express that message. Having said that, there were a couple points in your speech I really did like. You had lots of good energy. I mean, this was a message that I know you believed in, and it's an important message to share. I also really liked the energy in the middle when you added all the zeros to it. That was very well done. High pace, high frequency. It was like the rat race of life, and your speech reflected that. It was quite well done in that regard. It might have been overdone a little bit for the reading, because the reading seemed like it was read a little bit too quickly. It was especially something so text heavy and so on. You kind of want people to savor it a little, right? And you're still continuing on, and I just felt that it was going a little bit too fast for me to appreciate what Daniel Gilbert was going to say. And so structurally, that's really what I saw. And I guess the only reason why I'm still sounding deep, thought intensive is just because, well, yours is actually like a thought-provoking speech. And I'm thinking to myself just that in the way that a speech like this is given, and here I think it's really you and me just trying to explore different ways of expressing ideas. But I've always just found that when we can come up here and we can talk about how to live a good life and how to express that and all that. But people, I think, react to the message far better if you do not pass yourself off as someone with the answers, right? That these things must have a thread of shared experience, shared humanity, right? And I think your speech, and this is only my humble opinion, would be so much stronger if you could tell us why the pursuit of happiness, or man's pursuit of happiness, has been such a huge question for you, and why you have gotten to the point where you come to believe that it is not the end process, or the goals and the achievements and all the little banners and certificates you will hang on your wall, but the simple act of enjoying yourself, of being in the process. And I think that would have made for a very powerful presentation, precisely because I think we can all relate to the experience of doing something and wondering whether it's worth it, and wondering whether at the end of all of this will we truly be happy, right? And that experience you've been going through just as well, right? You've been asking those same questions, and I think it's important to ask someone to actually come up and say, yes, let's get this out in the open. We have been asking these questions, and these are my thoughts on it. And I think the audience would relate to you a lot more. But that's my humble opinion on how a sentiment like this can be expressed. Thank you.